Hello and welcome to the hugely popular Travel Retail Sustainability Pitch. The Travel Retail Sustainability Pitch sessions received critical acclaim last year and play an integral part within the second annual Travel Retail Sustainability Week programme. Travel Retail Sustainability Week, of course, is the duty-free and travel retail industry's first event dedicated solely to championing positive changes for the environment and across a number of other areas such as health and well-being, diversity and inclusion, and corporate responsibility under a much broader sustainability and social responsibility umbrella. Without further ado, I'm delighted to announce the first Sustainability Pitch session. The Sustainability Pitch initiative is designed to give companies the chance to showcase their sustainable products, services, and corporate-wide sustainability strategies within duty-free and travel retail and across the broader travel ecosystem. At the end of the process, each entrant will receive an accolade based on their achievements. The 4-star Sustainability Trailblazer and 5-star Sustainability Hero logos will serve as an easy reference for travelling consumers while acting as an important hallmark of excellence for eco-conscious leadership. Don't forget, companies can now enter the Sustainability Pitch programme on a rolling basis throughout the year. To get involved in the next Sustainability Pitch session, ensure you lodge your submission by the 31st of July. You can do so by contacting us on the email provided on screen. Our team would love to hear from you. And we'll be providing some really important information on the Sustainability Pitch a little later on this year. On behalf of all at TR Business, I would like to take this opportunity to pay a very special thank you to all of our partners. Without their support, it simply would not be possible to host this event, which is free of charge to all industry stakeholders. Our valued partners share TR Business's commitment to bringing sustainability and corporate responsibility to the fore of duty-free and travel retail, and for that we are eternally grateful. Before we present today's pitch participants, let's take a look at our esteemed panel of judges who've given up their time and energies to scrutinise and rigorously evaluate all the entries. Our 25 judges have each viewed all of the Sustainability Pitch videos. The judges have been asked to assess each pitch according to specific guidelines. For example, the initiative's impact on the environment, the importance of sustainability within the company in general, or consumer feedback on the initiative. After each pitch, there will be a short question and answer session between the judges and the pitching company. There will be 3 questions per company, and all participants have been given 1 minute to answer each question. The judges' scores also take into account the responses given to the questions submitted to each company. The pitches have been awarded a score out of 100, and together with our research partners Mindset, we have determined the benchmark which sets apart the 4-star Travel Retail Sustainability Trailblazers and 5-star Travel Retail Sustainability Heroes.
The companies vying for the Travel Retail Sustainability Hero in the first Sustainability Pitch session are ALTAVIA with People, Planet, Profit, GONZALEZ BYASS with 5+5, MONDELEZ and 1 Tree Planted, and NESTLÉ with the Nestlé Income Accelerator.
Now, let's take a look at our first pitch of today's sessions. So there ends our first sustainability pitch. Let's move on to the Q&A with our judges.
How do you select local macro retail to integrate an airport retail environment? Does the airport propose a brand or type of products that they would want to showcase? Or do you propose them, and how and why? Is it based on partnership with local NGOs, for example?
Hello everyone, thank you for the question. So for us, the main component that we consider is that micro retail is not a charity initiative on the side. It is part of the commercial master planning, and it must be part of the offer mix of the entire airport, the same way we consider other regular retailers. Because we don't want micro retailers to end up being a competition to regular retailers. We don't want micro retailers to fall short of business because the activity is not right. So it's part of the commercial master planning. For Cartagena de Indias, for example, we had a lot of spaces landside in the main departure hall. And we saw that it was very important to have an area where we could have this kind of quick grab and go offering with a very strong sense of place. And this is where the Cartagena market came to life. We thought this would be a great opportunity to have small kiosks selling small snacks, small souvenirs, not too expensive, and selling other type of small items that could be run by locals. So that was the first thought. And the second one is we were already working with families in India, not we, but the airport with an NGO was working with families in Cartagena who are producing food that they are selling in the lounges, small snacks and local treats. So we said, why don't we take those families to a new level and having their own retail shops now, and therefore grow their business being operating inside the land side of the airport. Land side is much easier than air side because there are less constraints. So that's how we integrated and how we found the micro retailers for Cartagena Airport.
I absolutely love the micro retail and the Cartagena market, but could you maybe talk about how this might be scalable to multiple destinations?
So yes, definitely our ambition is to scale micro retail to have a bigger impact and more sustainable activities. So our group, ALTAVIA Group Foundation, is now launching an online platform to support any micro retailers wannabe to go to this activity. So this platform that will be launched in a few weeks, I hope before the Sustainability Week starts, this platform will be first a very long list of what are the micro retail activities that are possible, that are easily accessible. We could think about a small repair shop for bicycles or a small food truck. There are so many ideas that will be listed on this platform. But it doesn't stop there. This platform will also list all the steps that you need to go through to become micro retailer for each of the activities. It will look at the legality of the activity. It will look at the potential difficulties. It will look at the funding needed, maybe the space needed. So it will be a comprehensive kind of roadmap of how to become micro retailer for the activity that suits your skills or suits your taste. That's what it is about. And also on the same platform, there will be some links and helps and tips on how to fund your activity, how much is needed, who are the people to contact to fund it. So that's really how we want to scale it using this online platform. Of course, the idea is to scale this up in airports because it's quite new in airports. And how do we get to a level of development where almost every airport has some space for micro retailers to help the locals in need to become retailers and to therefore participate and share with the local community. We could think about all the big airport operators that can now really embed in their commercial strategy to always have micro retailers in their commercial master planning. But like we said before, it must be part of the overall commercial master planning. It must be driven by business reasons as much as charity reasons. And that's how we will really be happy to help to scale up using our experience in Cartagena or the job that our foundation is using to grow the micro retail in the airport industry.
Hi Team ALTAVIA. What has been the impact of the micro retailing opportunities on the people selling their goods?
So even if micro retail is fairly new to travel retail and we don't have yet concrete results on how it benefited people in travel retail, because in Cartagena, for example, it has been planned now, but it's not yet up and running. We know that micro retail is huge already in the world and benefits the people globally. Just to give you an idea, micro retail in developing countries globally is $11 trillion. I would say it's vital to many economies. So for sure, bringing micro retail to the airport will benefit further and even more to the people, and it will also benefit to the travelers of the airport, because what can be more sense of place and what can be more local and true than having a micro retailer in the airport manufacturing its own goods, being from the local, and giving you this kind of local touch. I think this is where it benefits really to the airport, because it's part of the passenger experience, it's part of the airport being true to where it is located, and definitely it benefits to the local population, because it does already downtown.
Moving swiftly on, let's take a look at our second sustainability pitch.
Welcome to GONZALEZ BYASS. We are committed to protecting the environment, both in the local communities where we grow our grapes and make our wines, and across the world where our brands are present. The company was founded by my great-great-grandfather in 1835, based in the sustainability of the business, not just commercially but also environmentally. This is why 10 years ago we launched our sustainability program called 5+5 Caring for the Planet. It represents the 5 generations of our family that have led GONZALEZ BYASS to this day, and the next 5 generations that will continue this mission, constantly looking towards the future. 5+5 emphasizes GONZALEZ BYASS' commitment to nature in all our wineries by promoting the use of sustainable practices across all areas of the company, from the vineyard to the winery, through supply, product design and distribution. Join me to find out more about our practices.
The journey towards sustainability started at GONZALEZ BYASS 187 years ago, when one of Spain's leading wine and spirits producers was founded. The founder, Manuel María González, based his business on the strong foundations of constancy and sustainability. For 5 generations, the González family has maintained its dedication to the environment. The most recent move has been to commit to the United Nations Global Compact Sustainable Development Goals, prioritizing goal number 4, quality education, goal number 8, decent work and economic growth, goal number 13, climate action, and goal number 15, life and land. GONZALEZ BYASS aims to have net zero emissions by 2050. In fact, in less than a decade, we have managed to reduce direct CO2 emissions by more than 60% in Jerez. This equates to 2,125 tons of CO2 not emitted in the local area. From our inception, we have strived to protect the environment, locally and internationally. The González family has been instrumental in the preservation of one of Spain's most prized bird sanctuaries, the Coto de Doñana. 10 years ago, we formalized our sustainability initiative under one umbrella, 5+5, Caring for the Planet. GONZALEZ BYASS has 2,000 hectares of its own vineyard in 9 of the main Spanish wine regions and in Chile. 4 of our Spanish wineries are certified by the Wineries for Climate Protection, which is audited by the Spanish Ministry of Agriculture. 20% of our vineyard area is organically grown and 50% is cultivated using solely sustainable farming techniques. Within the next decade, all our farming will be sustainable and fully integrated. Water is the source of life. At GONZALEZ BYASS, we save water in every aspect of the winemaking process, from collecting rainwater for irrigation, using closed water circuits to prevent waste, both the vineyard and in the cellars, and reducing water usage wherever possible. All the energy consumed in our cellars comes from 100% renewable sources. We use solar panels and biomass boilers to increase energy efficiency and reduce energy consumption. GONZALEZ BYASS generates 2.8 gigawatts of its own energy every year from 6 renewable energy sources. It has also installed 4,000 solar panels throughout 10 of its wineries, which equates to planting 41,144 trees annually. In 2021, at GONZALEZ BYASS family of wine, we have installed electric charging stations in 12 of its wineries for electrical vehicles on site. We have installed biomass boilers at our wineries in Bodegas Tío Pepe, Cavas Vilarnau, and Bodegas Veronia Rueda. These wineries no longer use fossil fuels saving 25,000 liters of diesel a year in each facility. A thermally activated building system has been installed at the new Beronia winery in denomination of origin Rioja, making it point of reference in the wine world. This form of energy will save the winery 8.6 million tons of CO2 emissions. We recycle all our plastics, use less plastics in all our processes, and have reduced the use of plastic corks and tops using biodegradable substitutes. We estimate we have reduced our use of plastic by 15% for our major brands, Tío Pepe and Beronia, in the last year. What the Gonzalez family started at Coto de Doñana has been extended across our family of wine. We have launched sustainable initiatives throughout our vineyards, including the Vidas Project, which supports research for the preservation of local glacier in Cotilla Mountain in Somontano, and close by, at the Viñas del Vero winery, we are protecting and encouraging wildlife by installing a network of birds' nest boxes placed at strategic points around the winery and its vineyards. GONZALEZ BYASS, committed to sustainability and environmental protection.
Once again, let's move on to the judges' Q&A session.
Are your customers aware of your fabulous climate initiatives, your use of renewable energy, your wildlife conservation programs, and your reduction in plastic and your recycling? In other words, do you have a platform that encourages customer interaction and feedback?
We work hard to communicate about our initiatives, especially in the local areas where each of our wineries is based. For example, the Wildlife Preservation Project at Viñas del Vero has a specially designed route around the winery so that visitors can come and discover the bird's nest and the species that live on the property. Our green team, made up of sustainable leaders from across the business, promotes communication both internally and externally, and all our initiatives are promoted on our website gonzalezbyas.es. As each of our wineries within our Familia de Vino has its own personality and its own initiatives, this allows us to talk about each of them in its own right when it comes to their environmental commitment. We have comprehensive PR campaigns in all our key export markets, designed to inform and to build awareness around our initiatives. Whenever we launch a new sustainable initiative, we communicate it as widely as possible, and this is always backed up by wider promotion in the social media and in the individual winery sites. Our team is dedicated to spreading the word out about our environmental practices and our 5+5 Caring for the Planet program.
You have targeted 100% net zero emission by 2050, which is a good initiative. While in last 1 decade, you have been able to reduce direct CO2 emission levels by more than 60%. Why you think this will take another 3 decades to achieve the balanced 40% level of reduction in the CO2 emission levels?
In reality, our aim is that we are 55% net zero by the end of this decade, but the United Nations parameters are fixed at 2050, so we are only communicating that for the time being. The 60% reduction is just at our Jerez installations. We are a business with many different sized operations based across Spain with our different wineries, the UK, the US, the Far East, Europe and Mexico. Each operation, whether it is a winery or a distribution, export-import operation, is dedicated to reducing impact, to recycling, and also to encourage our market partners to do the same. But of course, each of these centers is at a different stage right now in this process. We are determined to hit the 2030 goal internally, but there is still much work to be done. Each winery has its own goals and its own path, but we anticipate that some of them will be 100% net zero by the end of this decade. The most important thing to emphasize is that this goal is right now at the top of our agendas.
You have already implemented many initiatives in different areas of your business, covering many aspects of ESG. What is next?
To constantly improve our results. It's about reduction of environmental impact across the board, and our specially appointed Green Team has been formed to make sure that sustainability is an important part of every decision we take. In committing to the 4 key United Nations goals, we are working constantly to improve our sustainable footprint. For example, our Vidas project in the Oso Montano in Viñas del Vero is working hard to promote the sustainability of local fauna and flora. Another very important project we have is Vineyard Angel. This is a long-term initiative that seeks to retrieve, to maintain and to preserve Spain's old vineyards. To date, we have retrieved ancient parcels of vineyard both in Rueda and Penedès. These old vineyards encapsulate centuries of culture and tradition. They are historical natural treasures, and they are key to safeguarding the biodiversity of their environment, and also the source, of course, of unique and very, very special wines. Today, many of these little old vineyards are at the risk of being forgotten. In addition, education is also key for our industry, and we invest in various initiatives across the globe. For example, we invest in what we call the Sherry Master by Tío Pepe. This is an initiative that we take part in Jerez to educate the trade and the industry about our very special wines. Or also Domecq Academy, which is an initiative that takes part in Mexico to educate trade about wine in all of its aspects.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's now take a look at our 3rd sustainability pitch.
Forests are one of nature's greatest wonders, and planting trees one of the most important things we can do for our environment. So when we began looking to elevate our commitment to the planet and support travelers in making more sustainable choices, we decided to join forces with One Tree Planted, the one global non-profit doing more than any other to support conservation and reforestation. Our aim was to plant trees in one of the communities that are often overlooked, in the Andes mountain region of South America. We've already reached our original goal, but we're not stopping there. Every single Toblerone purchased helps contribute towards reforestation, an ethical initiative with a tangible purpose. To succeed, we needed to engage directly with our customers and our consumers. Airport authorities are actively encouraging sustainable partnerships in duty-free, with retailers developing programs to drive the same sustainability agenda. Today's travelers have never been more conscious of the environmental impact of their actions. In the travel retail channel, most travelers claim that sustainability credentials influence what they buy. Trees play a vital role in creating clean air and water, a healthy climate, and providing habitats for wildlife. This project will result in trees planted where they're needed most, with the guidance of local leaders using ancient Incan traditions as part of the annual tree planting festival, preserving the landscape and indigenous culture. To keep sharing the message, we continue to implement activations in more and more locations. To drive penetration and conversion, supported at every other duty-free touchpoint and all available channels. Special QR code tags also direct shoppers to the One Tree Planted microsite to learn more about the campaign and about One Tree Planted. To date, the activation has reached a staggering number of passengers. Our point of sale utilised repurposed, recycled and reclaimed materials, using a sustainability scorecard to evaluate our own performance. We also developed a carbon-neutral booth at TFWA 2021 to help inspire the industry and reinforce our commitment to sustainability. These are only the first few steps on our journey to lead the travel retail made right agenda, to help drive sustainability in travel retail. Together with our industry partners, our aim is to create a positive impact, to build on the momentum in travel retail, and to share our unwavering commitment to our channel, our customers, and our planet.
Welcome back. Let's take a look now at the Q&A session for the third sustainability pitch.
Do Mondelez aim to launch the One Tree Planted initiative with other brands within the portfolio? What other sustainable actions are Mondelez taking in addition to the One Tree Planted partnership?
Sustainability is a broad topic that Mondelez World Travel Retail is approaching holistically as part of our Travel Retail Made Right commitment for people and planet. We are very proud of what we have achieved with Toblerone and One Tree Planted so far, but there is so much more that we have in the pipeline, from the sustainable packaging for our products to how we source the ingredients for our chocolate, reducing our environmental footprint in store, as well as ethical promotions for our brands that make a real impact. Another great recent example is our charity initiative for our Nordic chocolate brand Freia, in which 20% of all purchases of Freia I Love Norway boxes at Oslo Airport are being donated to a charity that feeds people in need. We also have a very exciting plan for our Cocoa Life Sustainable Cocoa program, investing in the lives and giving back to the communities that help produce the cocoa we use. We are looking at all of our partnerships, from retailers to airports to the agencies that we work with and even the supply chain, to see where we can collaborate to be better and inspire others to do the same.
Hi Team Mondelez. How many trees have you been able to plant with this initiative? And what else is Toblerone doing to reduce the environmental impact of producing your product?
To date, we have donated around $90,000 to One Tree Planted, which means 90,000 trees. This extraordinary number is the result of the Toblerone and One Tree Planted in-store initiatives, as well as few others, including offsetting the carbon footprint of our stand and the whole Mondelez team at the TFWA World Exhibition and Conference in Cannes last year, as well as donations from our agency partner Circle Square and internal Secret Santa initiatives. As mentioned, our approach to sustainability is holistic, and we are embedding sustainable practice in the DNA of each of our activities in this channel.
Are you going to expand the tree planting also to other regions of the world?
We are a global business with a global responsibility, and sustainability matters to traveling consumers across the globe. We will be soon expanding the tree planting initiative to other regions, with India and the Philippines up next in the pipeline.
It's now time for our fourth and final pitch. Now, let's join our final judges Q&A session for today.
Congratulations on such a comprehensive program, especially the focus on women and children. You shared that this was a test. Could you maybe talk about what the measures of success are to allow you to continue to roll out this great program to other places?
This is indeed a comprehensive program with the aim of helping to close the living income gap by embedding sustainable practices. In order to achieve this, we will be setting up a monitoring and evaluation system with a third party, the KIT Royal Tropical Institute. This will include measures on activities, outcomes, and impacts. So for example, this will cover the number of pruning groups trained as an activity, the farms pruned as an output, and the yield and income as impacts.
Beyond the corporate PR generated, how do you communicate the very good story directly with your customers and engage them to participate?
There are a few different ways in which we will communicate this great initiative. Firstly, we will engage consumers through social and digital content like social media posts or websites. This could either be through the consumer brands or the corporate brands. Additionally, as a company, we are planning to launch KitKat products in 2023 that will be made with cocoa coming from the Income Accelerator farms.
How does Nestlé see this progressing in regard to what greater changes it can make, and how can it be duplicated in other parts of the business?
We are focused on making the best possible difference for everyone involved in cocoa with this program. Other parts of the business also have strong sustainability programs in place. So for example, the Nescafe Plan, which is one of the largest and most comprehensive coffee sustainability programs in the world.
That wraps up today's pitching sessions. A big thank you to all our entrants. I'm sure you'll all agree we've seen some inspiring and thought-provoking ideas on show. Let's see how our pitching companies fared.
Congratulations to all of the participants for the hard work they have put into their pitches and in raising the green credentials of the travel retail channel. All of today's companies can celebrate their creativity, their ability to listen to what the consumer wants, and also their willingness to make a positive change in their business model for the benefit of the planet. Achieving 4-star Travel Retail Sustainability Trailblazer status are ALTAVIA with People, Planet, Profit. The Sustainability Guardians judging the ALTAVIA pitch were particularly impressed by the exhaustive sustainability strategy around people, planet and profit, and commended the various initiatives around furniture, CO2 emissions and social responsibility. They particularly liked the sustainable gondola. Also achieving the benchmark score and the ability to use the 4-star Travel Retail Sustainability Trailblazer logo are MONDELEZ and One Tree Planted. The Sustainability Guardians judging the MONDELEZ One Tree Planted pitch saw this as a fantastic initiative to get customers engaged, as the consumers feel they are really making a difference. The Sustainability Guardians thought the pitch highlighted how everybody has to play a part in every part of the world. The first of our pitching companies who today scored above the higher benchmark score to achieve the status of 5-star Travel Retail Sustainability Hero are Nestlé with the Nestlé Income Accelerator. The Sustainability Guardians judging the Nestlé Income Accelerator pitch felt genuinely excited about what Nestlé are doing to really make a huge difference and impact on the communities. They particularly liked how the program tackles child labour, women's empowerment, as well as the reduced environmental impact altogether. This leaves us with one remaining company, also reaching 5-star Travel Retail Hero status. GONZALEZ BYASS and its pitch entitled 5+5. The Sustainability Guardians judging the GONZALEZ BYASS pitch were very impressed by the broad scope of the company's sustainability strategies, which they said were evident across the company and inherent to the company's values. They thought the use of renewable energy clearly raised the bar and set a great example for others to follow.
Thanks for joining. We sincerely hope you've enjoyed viewing these travel retail sustainability pitch sessions. And don't forget, for more information on sustainability issues in duty-free and travel retail, head over to trbusiness.com. TR Business would like to take this opportunity to pay a special thank you to all of its premium partners, sustainability pitch entrants, judges, participating companies, not to mention all of you tuning in to watch the sessions. Thank you for your support of Travel Retail Sustainability Week and the pitch sessions, and see you soon.